Hey, this is Jason, the artist and animator for ToonBuds.
And Jeremy, the story and business side of ToonBuds.
And welcome to the first ToonBuds Draw-Sesh, where we delve deeper into the world of ToonBuds.
ToonBuds is a cross of cannabis and cartoons and basically anything we enjoy.
Yep. Cannabis comics and artwork.
Yeah, with animations and other things we try to do.
So we created 10 characters, based them off of different cannabis objects. As you can see, I'm starting to draw in here. Bongo is our main guy. He's based off of Bong, obviously. He's the movie buff of the group.
Yeah, he's happy-go-lucky, definitely fun.
He watches a lot of movies and TV. He has directorial ambitions. He's a little dense, but he's always learning. He's easygoing and always keeps positive. And he loves MJ and would do anything for her, his girlfriend. I'm starting to do some inking here. There's Bongo's face. MJ, she's into fashion. She uses her cannabis to inspire the dresses she creates.
Yeah, she's definitely loves the spotlight, maybe not sharing the spotlight, but definitely looking to get out there.
Yeah, she's confident, level-headed, definitely brings some groundedness to Bongo's craziness. And what we like to do with her was, we call it her weed wardrobe, where we draw different clothes inspired by different cannabis strands.
Yeah, so we added a little educational, but with inspiration of this is what the dress would look like.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll definitely go more into those into other videos, or you can check out all our stuff. Keefer, he is the farmer of the group. He's based off of Grinder. He loves to grow different cannabis strands, trying to get different effects to help people in different ways.
Definitely the most educated in cannabis.
Oh yeah, for sure. We try to use him to teach the other buds about the plant and everything that it can do. But he tends to over-explain things and maybe can be a little too wordy at times. Really smart, but can be kind of oblivious to those types of things, which his boyfriend Mason helps him out with a lot. Which brings us to our next character, Mason, who's based off a mason jar. He's our sports guy of the group. He plays everything. He loves being active. He's a simple country glass who decided to come to the city and defy all odds because everyone said he was too fragile.
Yeah, that's what I like about Mason. You can't beat him down. He just keeps on healing himself and keep going.
Yeah, he's a gentle giant. He's real strong, real kind, a little quiet, but he gets the job done. He has a little confidence issues, but after meeting Keefer, he's summoned new strengths. Next character we got is Piper, based off of a pipe and a dog.
Yeah, definitely food driven as a dog. So she's definitely very munchy savvy and loves to do different food things, cooking and finding new hot spots around the city.
Yep, technically Bongo's dog, but it's really everyone's dog. Piper goes around, follows the beats of her own drum. Traveling around to all the buds. All the buds know her. It's kind of like
Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy in a way. Snoopy's always off on his own doing his thing. That's what Piper's off on her own doing her own thing. She's got a nose for adventure and mystery. And it takes us to our next characters, Blizzy and Jay, based off of Blunt and Joint. They're our martial arts masters of the crew. Constantly sparring with each other. The eternal battle of Blunt versus Joint.
Yeah.
They're twin sisters, but very much opposites of each other with the simple things. One likes it hot, one likes it cold.
Yeah, the yin-yang of each other.
Yeah, but they balance each other out, and they always come to protect each other when needed. They're pretty quiet and stoic and always observing the situation, very calculated in their moves.
Yeah, nothing's done for just any reason.
Our next character, Trey, based off of an ashtray. He's the artist of the crew. He's a bit of a struggling artist. He's his own biggest critic, definitely a little bit harsh on himself. always pushing his craft, trying to make it better. People tend to forget about him because he's so small, and the ashtray. People are always forgetting the ashtray. They'll let the ash hit the floor or knocking him over. So he's got a little bit of a temper.
Yeah, I was about to say, he definitely has a little temper because of all the like hate he gets.
But really creative, has a ton of ideas, and makes the best of what he can do with what he's got. Zip, based off a lighter. He's the musician of the Buds. He can play any instrument he wants. He always wanted to make it big, but, he'll settle for paying rent.
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta start small.
Exactly. Bit of a ladies' man.
Oh, yeah, he's a smooth talker. He's always trying to pull out his instruments, trying to impress the ladies. We like to say he infuses the cannabis with his music. I try to, turn different instruments into smoking bangs and try to fuse the cannabis with the instruments. And our last character, Vape, RJ1's a gamer. They're based off of Vape Pen and robots. They love to game. They were made from spare parts of old gaming consoles, so it's in their programming. Not very good at the human social norms, though. Has a little bit of a addictive personality to games, kind of a little bit of a gambler, always down to put some money on some things.
Yeah, always down for a bet.
The most technologically advanced of the whole crew. Definitely the most tech savvy. Can connect into any computer.
Yeah, definitely knows how to use technology.
And those are the 10 buds that we got so far. We have a ton more planned, and we have a ton of storylines planned with all these guys. But some of the projects we've already completed, if you want to check it out. We've created a comic book, art book, grow book, so it's filled with comic strips, artwork, plus grow tips for when you want to grow. It's a nice coffee table book.
Nice coffee table book.
That's for sale on our website.
We also have the coloring book.
We have a coloring book, yep. That's fun. I think it's 40 pages, right?
Yeah.
We have a digital comic, Into the Backwoods. You can also check that out for free on YouTube. I've made that into a video. You can check that out. And we just released a graphic novel with another small business, Beaver Buds. It's called Time Warp. If you want to go check it out, it's over 100 pages, time traveling cannabis adventures.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun, interesting things jammed into the graphic novel. It's so long. It's it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. We're getting into animations. We made a winter special a while ago. It's called Bongo Saves Winter. It's also here on YouTube. We're definitely learning how to animate as we made it. Definitely learned a lot from it. We entered it into a couple film festivals. We won 2 awards. We won Best Cannabis Stoner Short Film from Poor Life Decisions Film Festival, and Shockingly Artistic from
the International Cannabis and Hemp Film Festival.
Yes. But we definitely learned a lot from it. We want to make this into a real cartoon. We have a whole bunch of stuff planned out. I know the next one's going to be better. Just got to be a little patient because it's just me drawing. Animation can take a while.
Yeah.
Our website, ToonBuds.com, it's full of a ton of information, a ton of artwork, a ton of comic strips. Check it out. It has all our merch store on there too if you want to help support us. We got a ton of fun stuff on there. We got
glossary, growing tips and tricks. We also have a cannabis timeline showing some cannabis facts throughout history. MJ's Weed Wardrobe's on there, so we talk about weed strains. The secret smoke circle with our secret codes and our decoder grinder.
We have a decoder grinder. We sometimes add secret messages in our artwork. You can see the code popping up sometimes. You can use the grinder to decode the messages. And there's a ton of the code on the website. Plus we have T-shirts and stuff for sale. We have Piper plushies. We got a lunchbox.
A little bit of everything there.
Yeah, a ton of fun stuff. So some of the goals that we want to do with ToonBuds, we want to make this into like a real cartoon. We're working hard on the animations. We
Definitely trying to expand the world building ideas and
Yes.
things we want to like try to accomplish.
are always trying to get better at our storytelling. We definitely learn something every single time we create one of these projects, and we always apply it to the next one. And I'm pretty excited in the way this new project is heading, this new animation we're going to be working on. Plus, we have a ton of other characters we want to like slowly introduce into the world of ToonBuds.
Different groups, different like.
Oh yeah, like in this picture, I'm just drawing the buds, but we do have. There's a few more characters. Like we have the 4Ds. We'll get into those guys in another video, but they're like the villains of the ToonBuds. And then we have a ton more other buds, but it's like we got a whole huge cast of characters. We want everyone to get to know these characters before we overwhelm them with some more.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of the goals we want to do with this Draw-Sesh segment that we're starting here, we want to delve more deep into each of the characters, try to get people to get to know them better. As we said, it takes a while for animation, so we want to like world build as we're building this animation, and if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Just so you like something as we go.
Yeah. And plus, we can talk about different projects we're working on, different events we're going to. We can share some of the behind-the-scenes things that I do. I'm definitely going to talk more about the drawings going on. This first episode was more just like a introduction.
Definitely want to get more feedback too from people and see what like direction they want us to go in and things they want us to do.
Yeah, we're definitely planning on doing some fun like art challenges too. Like any suggestions, like I love taking suggestions for drawings and stuff. So leave a comment. Yeah, we definitely have a ton of stuff planned. Okay, get into the drawing here a little bit. Yeah, you can see I drew this giant film strip. It took me forever to draw all these squares. You got Bongo in the middle there. He's, like I said, he's a movie buff. Try to do the film strip smoke, because you can obviously see the inspiration of old school cartoons and like the film strip. I feel like that's very like representative of that like old school film.
Yeah, we're definitely like rubber hose cartoons, but old film and movies and all that kind of just like all the media in general.
Drawing in Mason right now. Yeah, I drew the thumb on the wrong side there. It took me forever to Yep, there it goes. I was like, why does this hand look weird?
Sometimes it takes a while to realize the thumb's on the wrong side.
But yeah, I just wanted to draw all the buds here for you guys. Doing something with their hobby. Got him catching the nug and the baseball glove. And I think I also got like a joint baseball bat. We try to keep it fun in the world of ToonBuds.
Yeah, everything's gotta make sense.
Me drawing right over the squares that it took like so long to draw, and then erase them.
Yeah, definitely watched a lot of squares being drawn here. And then, yeah, a bunch of them are going away.
Yeah, definitely try to keep like unique character shapes for each of the character. I tried to like give them each different like silhouettes. I definitely inspired by all sorts of different cartoons. I mean, we're brothers. We've been growing up watching so many damn cartoons together.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you could see these characters and know, like, oh, that's one of our characters.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they all are unique but fit together in a way. Drawing Piper here, taking a big bite out of the film strip. Got the munchies.
Oh, legit munchies.
Munch, and then E, I was drawing it S, I was like, no, Z.
Oh, now it's cool. Yeah, I like the eyes of the ToonBuds too, because originally we didn't have those little white spots, and we like added in.
No, it's definitely come a long way. We've been doing this for about 5 years now,
Yeah.
and when we started, we started on a really like crappy art pad that I bought for like real cheap online because I didn't even know if I was gonna like digital art or not. Like I was so used to drawing on physical stuff, but then I kind of fell in love with the digital art, and I'm like, we started on that, and I look back at those old ToonBuds drawings, and I'm like, oh man, that did not look good. I maybe I'll do some of that. Take some of the worst drawings we ever did, and I'll redo them now to see how far I came.
That would be a cool video to see. Old picture into a newer one.
Yeah. But yeah, we've definitely come a long way in these 5 years, and the characters' designs, they've slowly evolved over time, and they're even continuing to evolve, especially now that I get into animation and I'm seeing what works and what doesn't, and seeing these characters move and planning out what I want to move. Like Blizzy and Jay here with the martial arts, we've watched a ton of like martial arts movies and animes and things like that. We love the like fight scenes and stuff, so we wanted two characters where they could be real posable and we can do all these different fight scenes with them.
Yeah, some of these characters are definitely missing limbs.
Yeah, like Trey, our artist, he's got no arms, but
it doesn't stop him from making art.
Yeah, it doesn't stop him from making art.
Or Zip has no legs. Yeah, I realize. Yeah, some of these characters are missing legs.
Yeah, I'm drawing Trey in right now. And it definitely causes me to be a little bit more creative because I have to figure out like how he draws with his legs and stuff like that, which can be fun. It's like, he holds the brush like that, huh?
Yeah, definitely ways around it.
Yeah.
When there's a will, there's a way.
What do they say? Like limitations, or something breeds creativity. I forget the expression.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Oh, and more squares are gone.
Yeah, as you can see, Trey is definitely the smallest of the buds.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's so small compared to everyone else.
People are always forgetting him, but he'll definitely make himself heard. Here comes Zip, based off a lighter. More specifically, like a flip, like Zippo lighter.
Yeah, I definitely like Zippo lighters.
Definitely inspired by like concerts, like
hold up your lighter.
Yeah, hold your lighter to the sky. Like, of course, music is I think a big part of the cannabis community.
Definitely. He keeps it definitely fun. I feel like he's just like old soul, but like just lovey-dovey kind of chilling.
Here comes Vape. I definitely draw them like wrong here, and I completely delete it and redraw the pose.
This is not the pose?
No, this is not the pose. It happens sometimes. I'm just like, I'll just delete this and start over.
I'll come back, and it's like the picture's different from when I last looked at it, and like I don't want to say anything because I'm like, am I going crazy? This is not the picture I saw earlier.
It's interesting watching these recordings because I'm like, oh yeah, I did do that, and then I just completely deleted it. I think something like that happens later on too, where I started doing something, I just completely delete it.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how many drafts and like things you'll like draw and then delete.
Yeah, I get some messy sketches too, as you can tell.
They're not that messy. I've seen way worse.
Yeah, usually like when we're doing the storyboarding and stuff, I'll get storyboards from Jeremy, and they'll be like stick figures and stuff, and he has his own like shorthand that I kind of understand of like, oh, he means this character and this character. And
yeah, if we ever do a Jeremy draws,
yeah, you can see his versions.
You'll get to see the exclusive behind the scenes doodles, and I'll show you all my shorthands that I relate to Jason. There's the whole like language that like only he gets.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, so we definitely get the shorthand, and he gets what I'm like when I show him my sketches. Like sometimes I'm like there's no way he could see what I'm doing here because I'll just sketch on top of sketch on top of sketch.
No, I
And I'll be
definitely.
like, can you see what I'm doing here?
No, I can see it. I definitely like. I also know your shorthands and like what you're gonna do. Like I usually like will do a lot of like what's in the foreground, but like I'll leave so many backgrounds just blank and just like leave that for him, like question mark something maybe, or like I have a shorthand for like cannabis, like plants or like things I want. It's just because we make things really quickly. We need to like just be able to like explain to each other really fast what we want to do.
Yeah. You see the color coming in now. We went with this old school color scheme because we were obviously inspired by the old school cartoons, but we wanted something like where the green would stand out. Like, no matter pretty much whatever picture we do, the green will stand out.
Yeah. Doesn't mean we don't use other colors. We do from time to time.
I know, yeah, we break the color scheme. Like our graphic novel Time Warp, which we collaborated with Beaver Buds, another small business we mentioned earlier. That's all in color.
Yeah.
Besides, our characters are still in our color scheme.
Yeah, we usually when we work with someone have them pick a color, but he was like every color, and I was like, oh, okay. So
if you want to see what my coloring looks like, you can check out our graphic novel.
yeah, if you want to see full color. But I like our color scheme. I like how it keeps us like trying to be creative.
I think it's unique. Putting in some shading here now.
Oh yes, the part that no one sees.
Yeah, just wanted to like separate some things out, make certain things pop out.
I was about to say it definitely makes things like really stick out and like actually like seem a little bit more 3D or like not flat, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone ever notices it. I've never seen anyone go, "Man, you're shading."
No. I definitely I'm taking a long pause here, huh?
But you would tell me you're self-taught with all this art and stuff. But like we always talk about this, how do you know where the shading goes? Because I'm always like, how do you know the shadow went there and then it goes up like this?
Yeah, I'm a self-taught artist, so I mean, I wasn't taught like professionally how to do this or like from school. I just kind of like I had a few good art teachers. You kind of like you choose like a direction that the light's coming from, and you kind of just have to imagine like the shape of each object and how the light would hit it and where the shadow would be. I don't even know how to explain. Sometimes I'm just like, all right, the shadow goes here, 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 and that casts a shadow.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't guess the shadow went there or any of that.
Some of our characters are a little bit tougher to like shade in, like MJ's head is like technically like 2D compared to like the other characters. So it's like, oh, where does the shading go there?
Yeah, she got a flat head. But it's definitely cool to see that, like, little shading pop up. You know what I mean? It is like, bam, yes, looks a little bit more, less flat, more 3D. You're zipping it along. This is all sped up.
Yeah.
He does not draw this fast. I also went through and got rid of all the times he changed the colors so that no one got any seizures or anything.
Yeah. I'm going to try to, like, limit my zooming in and out as much as I can during these recordings, but I can't really promise anything. I know it can be a little disorienting sometimes being sped up so much.
I will try to edit out as much as I can to make sure you can see what you can see. I definitely like how this like film strip goes all throughout the picture. Kind of like lead you around the picture to the characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just trying to trying to think of a composition which, yeah, did lead you around the picture, so and have all the buds on the film strip so you can kind of be led around and see all the buds.
I was about to say, did we get highlights? I didn't remember highlights.
I started highlights and then I deleted them because they weren't like looking how I wanted them to.
Gotcha.
And then I forgot to color in these squares. So that's what I'm doing in net right now.
Square coloring.
I was just like throw in a simple kind of spacey background.
Stars. When in doubt, though, stars.
Yeah.
They're like sprinkles.
Yeah, they're so high that they're up in outer space, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had a little bit of glow just to separate them out a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. I like that spiral. No, that definitely came out good.
And here's the completed drawing. So yeah, I figured we start off with something real simple here. Had a layout with all the buds. That's a little introduction to everyone who doesn't know the buds yet.
Definitely like how all the hobbies came out with the characters. Definitely shows them off in a really good way.
Yeah, and we'll definitely go more into each of these characters in future episodes.
Definitely gonna keep it fun, light, educational about the ToonBuds world.
Yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Follow us on all our social medias at ToonBuds. Check out ToonBuds.com. We always got projects in the works.
All right, have a good one.
See ya.